In ERLC, there are 3 game passes for the police and sheriff team, but which one is most worth buying? In this video, we're going to be taking a look at just that. So if you do find this useful, please do make sure you drop a like and subscribe, but let's get straight into it. Okay, so if we head over to the games store here, as you can see, there are 3 main police game passes, and that is the police customization game pass, the detective game pass, and the SWAT team game pass. Now we're going to be doing this in price order, starting with the cheapest to the most expensive. And well, the cheapest is the detective game pass, and a lot of people get confused between the detective game pass and the police customization game pass. So quickly before we start, I will just explain the difference between these two. A lot of people think that the police customization game pass gives you the ability to go undercover and get undercover vehicles. Unfortunately, that is not the case. You only get undercover vehicles with the detective game pass, which we will talk about in just a moment. But anyway, on to the detective game pass. It is 300 Robux, as you can see, and well, it hasn't really had an update in quite a while. Now, of course, the main thing you get with the detective game pass is the undercover vehicles. However, you actually get quite a lot of other things as well. For example, if we run inside here and we go over, I need to draw onto the police team, that might help. As I was saying, if we run over here and go to here, we can see there is a detective uniform straight away. So this is very, very useful if you want to be a detective. Now granted, you can just buy a normal Roblox detective uniform off of the Roblox marketplace, and you'll probably find even better ones than this, to be honest. But this one matches with Liberty City and Liberty County and River City. I don't know why I said Liberty City, what is going on? But then if we come over here as well, we have quite a few other things that detectives get as well, and that is here. So we get 3 little important things that you can only access with the detective game pass. Now one of these is the binoculars, and the binoculars, I say this quite a bit, they're one of the most underrated items on the police team. But of course, we've got binoculars, evidence markers, and police tape along with the uniform, and then we'll check out the vehicles in a moment. Of course, we'll start off with the binoculars. I really like these, and not many people use them correctly. Like, look how far you can zoom in. I can literally see the construction building over there. You see that little bit there? That is the board on the construction, like the construction yard. Now if I put the binoculars away, look how far away that is. Like, that is that little building there. Like, you can barely even see the building from here. Yeah, with the binoculars you can literally see, like, if there was a person over there, let's find it again quickly. If there was a person over there, you'd be able to see it from here. I mean, we can see the truck over there. The map hasn't even loaded in properly. That's how far away we can see, but like, I can't even see the truck from over here. So they're very good. And then we have the evidence markers. Of course, these are roleplay purposes only, but you can place these all around. And then we have the police tape as well, so you can kind of bring the police tape and cordon off an area. So for example, we can like block off this road here from the stop stick. You click there, run over here, and then click on the lamppost, and there you go, it blocks it off. The police tape is very good. You can kind of place it anywhere. It can be very cool. So yeah, overall the tools are very good. And then quickly moving on to the cars, for example, this is a great example of the detective game pass. Now this is the detective and the police customization game pass mixed in one, but the detective game pass just gives you the option to go undercover. Really, undercover is not great without the police customization game pass, but from a distance it can be very good. And well, speaking about the police customization game pass, let's move on to that one. So here it is, coming in at 400 Robux. This game pass gives you instant access to customize any police vehicle. You can remove the light bar, the push bar, the spotlight, etc. It comes with the option to add extra lights and accessories such as window lights, antennas, ALPRs, wraparounds, and more. You do not have to buy separate vehicles. So as I was saying, this is kind of only good unmarked if you have the detective game pass as well. But let's just find a vehicle. For example, let's go with the police Mustang, and let's see what we can do with the police customization game pass. So with the police customization game pass, you see this is the only light bar you get if you don't have the game pass. But if you do have the game pass, you get all of these different options here. You know which ones you get with the police customization game pass because it says unlocked. So you have a great option here of different light bars that you can choose from. Of course, you also have the rear window lights here, and then we have all of these different lights here. So we have plate lights, which go on the back next to your plate just here. Then we have upper grille lights, which is these ones just here, lower grille lights, which is these ones down here, side window lights, outer grille lights, dash lights. Now of course these change on each vehicle as well. For example, the police van does not have this many options and stuff. Then we also have like the civilian horn, wheel covers, unmarked plate, ALPR, spotlight, wraparound, ram bar. And then as well as that, we also have all of the antennas, the supervisor marking, which I don't see many people using, and the side runners. So on the whole, the police customization game pass is probably the most recommended one of them all, because not only do you actually get things that look cool, they actually have a use. For example, the ALPR here, you can track other vehicles. We have the radar gun as well, which I think is part of the ALPR as well. I'm not sure. And of course we have the spotlight here as well, which actually works very, very nicely, and it can be very, very awesome. The most recommended game pass is the police customization game pass, because you get a lot of different options with it. But let's move on to the final one, which is the SWAT game pass. Well, here it is, the SWAT game pass. So it's 750 Robux. It's the most expensive game pass in ERLC, but there's a reason for that, and that is because the developers don't want everyone to have the SWAT game pass. They don't want everyone to be a SWAT member, so that's why it's very expensive. And of course, because it gives the developers more money. That's pretty obvious. But as you can see, this pass gives you access to all of the SWAT content, includes tactical uniforms, tactical vest, battleground, armor truck, rifle, sniper, and the SWAT vehicle texture. And then you can see the Bearcat armor truck will be unlocked at rank 3. The SWAT vehicle texture is available on the Tahoe, van, and the F-150. So the SWAT game pass is a little bit of a confusing one. So even if you have the game pass, some of the stuff is still locked until you are a certain rank. For example, the SWAT Bearcat, the main SWAT truck, is locked unless you are rank 3. But let's have a run inside and have a look at the gear. So we'll start off over here. For starters, you get this lovely SWAT uniform. Now you can just buy something similar to this on the marketplace, so don't buy it just for this uniform, because you could get this for 10 Robux on the marketplace. But aside from that, we have all of this SWAT gear here. We have the ballistic shield, we have the battering ram, the SWAT vest 1 and the SWAT vest 2, that just depends on what avatar you have. We have the SWAT helmet and the safety rope. And then running over here to the guns quickly, we have 2 different guns. As you can see, we have the G36C and the Orsis T5000 sniper. I think that's how you say it. So we'll have a quick look at the sniper. As you can see, it's very, very similar to the civilian sniper. It's just a sniper. There's not really too much to talk about. Looks very, very cool and can be used very, very tactically if you want to coordinate a very, very nice SWAT member raid or something, or if there's a big scene going on, then you can have a sniper position somewhere, which can be very, very good. And then we have the main one that everyone uses, which is the G36C. Probably the best gun on the police team. It's very, very good. Not much recoil, does a lot of damage. It's very, very easy to shoot and use. It's automatic, of course, and it has quite a lot of ammo as well. So yeah, the gun's very, very, very good. You can get on pretty much the only automatic rifle really. But now let's have a look at the SWAT accessories. So we have the ballistic shield here. Now you can actually pair this with a side gun as well, but if you have a side gun, then you can't have a G36. So I think most people just have the G36 anyway. It does have a few accessories. If we just quickly grab a nice sidearm, let's go with the Glock 17, why not? And then if you get the ballistic shield out and you press G, as you can see, it actually brings out the gun and shoots it through the middle, and then you can shoot here in first person, and it is very, very good. You do have to bear in mind, you go really, really slow with the shield out, and of course you can turn the light on as well. As you can see, you can't really see it right now. I can't really show you because I can't really look in front of me. It kind of flashes the light in front of you. It's pretty cool. There's quite a few cool accessories you can do with that. And then we have the battering ram. This used to be very useful, and this is how you break into people's houses. I think you also need the SWAT game pass to actually shoot the windows and break in as well, so you can't just break the windows and get in. I'm not sure though, I don't exactly know about that. But the battering ram used to be the only way to get into a wanted person's house if it was locked, because you could just go up to the door, use it. And for role plays, this is very, very good as well, and of course only available on the SWAT team. And then we have the safety rope, possibly one of the coolest items. As you can see, you can click it anywhere, and you can use R and F to extend and kind of retract this rope, and then it will pull you up as you can see, it pulls you up onto roofs and buildings, and you don't even need like a ladder truck, for example. I've just got straight onto the police station roof here, and you can also do this for like cool operations, for example. So if I hung the safety rope here and then I brought it all the way up to myself just here, and then when it gets up, you jump off and then drop yourself down, and it can be really, really cool and add that bit of realism that you don't really find in any other roleplay games. For example, you see, if I do that now, then I can press R and winch myself down, drop myself down off the roof, and it's very, very good, very realistic, and makes for the incredible roleplays that everyone always wants. So yeah, very, very good. And of course, we have the SWAT vest, which you can see me wearing just now. Very, very cool. Again, you could buy something similar off the marketplace though. And then we have the SWAT helmet. This you can't get off the marketplace. If you look in the top right here, we have all these different options. So I like to remove hats just for this video so my hair isn't in the way. And as you can see, we have a headset here, for example, so you can put a little headset on. We have goggles, so you can put little goggles on here. We have a flashlight if you want the flashlight to be on. We have a face shield as well, which can be very, very cool. And then we have a face mask as well. If you put all of these on together, it can be very, very cool and very awesome. Look at this. Now the SWAT vest and the SWAT helmet does actually give you more health as well, along with the ballistic shield. It does, I think it gives you like a 25% extra health, but of course you can't run very fast, you can't walk very fast, and you can't use a big gun or a taser or anything like that with it either. But let's move on to the vehicles. So we'll have a look at the little SWAT liveries first. If you go here, then go to team accessories, you'll be able to get the SWAT. So it's only available on 3 vehicles, the Tahoe, the F-150 and the van, I believe. And it doesn't have any benefit, it doesn't have like an extra damage thing or something. It just looks very, very cool and can be very, very good if you want to do nice role plays and stuff. And they all have the same livery, just on different vehicles, so I'm not going to show you them all. But then the main point of the SWAT Game Pass that everyone buys it for pretty much is the SWAT truck. So you do have to be a certain rank for this, as the description says, rank 3, but it is very, very cool. This vehicle is extremely bulletproof. If you look at the damage, for example, as I crash into that lamppost, you can see it literally took like no damage off of my vehicle, like at all. So it is very, very good. However, it is very, very slow, but it can withstand shooting, and you can't really pop the tires on this very easily at all. And it is very, very defensive, as I said. If you're getting shot at, if you just stay in this vehicle, you're pretty much good. They're gonna have to shoot so much to pop your tires and set it on fire. By that point, you can drive away or backup would have arrived to help you anyway, so you are good in this vehicle. So yeah, it's very, very good. Not really used for roleplay, because you can't really use it too much for roleplay, especially in a public server, because a lot of people just drive them around for safety. But yes, on the whole, the SWAT Game Pass will give you a big advantage over other players and other civilians and other cops. So very, very good. But if you want my overall opinion on all of these Game Passes, I would say the Police Customization Game Pass is probably the best one to buy, and it's the second cheapest. It's only 400 Robux. It's a lot, but it's nowhere near as bad as the SWAT Game Pass in terms of pricing. Then second, I would say the Detective Game Pass. It gives you that undercover vehicle, which the Police Customization Game Pass and the Detective Game Pass combined are really, really good. And then obviously we have the SWAT Game Pass. That doesn't mean it's bad just because it's at the end of this list. It's just the price that puts it off. 750 Robux is quite a lot just for a SWAT Bearcat and a couple of extra tools and a vest. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about all of these police game passes in the comments below. Let me know which ones you own and if you think it's worth it. And a quick little note, they do sometimes do sales. For example, on Black Friday or something, they will do a sale on the game passes where you can get them for say 15% cheaper than normal. So if you are looking at getting the SWAT Game Pass, I'd just wait for a sale, which they do maybe once or twice per year. I don't exactly know when, so you just have to wait and see. But yeah, if you want to get it, I'd wait for a sale or just spend the extra 100 Robux or something. That's up to you. But that is all for this video. Thank you very, very much for watching. I really, really hope this did help you out. If it did, let me know in the comments and by dropping a like and also subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!